Hello, hello, boys and girls. We have a special treat today from the UK auditorium. Yeah, I've stolen the room. I'm right here. I'm on a big screen. Story of my life. So, long story short, we had a mentor meeting every single Monday. We get the main. Voila, here we go. Every single Monday. Way too close. Way too close. Back out a little bit. And I recorded because we didn't have anyone come to the mentor-mentee meeting. So I recorded just some 5 bullet points here, and the audio didn't work. So I thought, well, it was actually pretty valuable. And I know someone, one of the mentees who couldn't come, because then we had a bunch of people come in. So I just wrote some points. It was a live Q&A, me, myself, and I, until we had people coming punctually late here in the real estate industry. So I wanted to get to the exact same point. These are some questions of some of the newer agents and even some of the experienced agents who's new here to EXP we've been speaking about. So I thought, hey, why not come in? The wonderful, oh my goodness, look, I'm here with Karen Trace on the stage as well, so I couldn't be happier, Karen, and Olivia, your name down there. So, 5 points, 5 questions, 5 answers in my opinion. Quite frankly, this is only going to be for our exclusive Facebook group, so I'm going to be as honest and candid as possible, and I'd love to know your thoughts. Number 1 is business cards. I'm not going to name you, Nick, but he's been in the industry as long as I've been alive, arguably waiting to do business until he has one of these, which is a very fancy business card, I'm not going to lie. I don't use business cards anymore. I'm going to show you this in all transparency because it's very fancy and we've already discussed this. This here is solely for validation of my brand. It does not mention that I am a real estate agent. It actually says, if you can see there, real estate entrepreneur in the shiny gold. This is for basically selling what each of us should be as a real estate agent, an entrepreneur, and it should be about our brand and not the company. When it comes to business and me getting more listings, I don't give my business cards out. I actually think you shouldn't. If anything, you don't need a business card. You want to be receiving the other person's contact information rather than you giving them theirs. Why? Because you have leverage. And when you have leverage, you're in control of your situation. Why on earth give someone your business card when they have your name and number and they lose it tomorrow and you have not got their information? So please, if business cards, collateral, the fancy branding, the fancy t-shirts are what's stopping you from getting more business, please rethink that. The fancy business cards, the fancy flashy clothing should be after you get your business as validation and if you want as a reward system for you being successful in getting the business. Point number 2. What are you doing today for business? So here, we're in the UK auditorium, which is probably one of the best markets in the UK in 20 plus years easily. Here in the US, ever since I've been an agent, hands down. So what are you doing right now, knowing that you want to be a listing agent? Because listing agents, I'll get to this in a minute actually, but when things are flying off the shelf, record sales prices all around, what are you doing now to separate yourself from the pack? Here in the US, say there's 1.4, 1.5 million real estate agents around 50 states, and 1.3, 1.4 million of those do things the exact same way. How do you separate yourself, and how are you actively getting business? I tell all of you guys, the newer guys, part of the mental group, you have a listing or 2 or 3 or 4 right here. If you picked up your phone and started dialing it, don't do the text, sometimes just pick up the phone and say, hey, John, it's been a while, Barry here, how are you doing? If you do that with everybody in your phone, not even mentioning business, I can bet you money, and I will. When we're in Vegas, come see us in Vegas for the EXP convention, and I'll bet you that will give you listings. You don't have to mention what you're doing. Ask people how they're doing. They will return the favor and ask how you're doing. But you've got to be proactive. In a market as good as this, you have to be the one, not waiting for the phone to ring. Do something. Utilize social media. Utilize the virtual world. Utilize our private team suite to do something different, to get the eyeballs on, and to actively reach out to people to get the business. It's there. People know that this is the craziest time ever, and they are going to get more for their home right now than they will at probably any other time by which they're living in their home. Pick up the phone, call people, separate yourself, personal branding, and do it. Question number 3, what is your number 1 focus right now? And, ironically enough, I wrote, what are the actions you're taking behind those? So, if you're a buyer agent, please, for the love of the Lord, look to get some listings. Why? Because, as I mentioned and alluded to before, listings is leverage. It's a very funny thing, this law of attraction. When you have a for sale board right here, people see that for sale board and they give you a call because they're either interested in the property or is that perception. If you have a for sale sign in the ground, people know you're busy. People know that other people are hiring you, and more than likely they want to give you a shot to see if they want to hire you too. The more business you get, the more business it will bring. So please focus on that one thing you want to do. In my opinion, it should be looking to get listings. For me, it's always branding. If you look at the last year's worth of content of what I do on social media, it's all, quite frankly, personal branding. And what has that done? It's given me more listings than I can handle. And that is all because I'm separating myself. People also see that nonsense of sold, just listed, all that stuff, because it does show the validation by which you don't just talk a good game, you have a good game. So please ask yourself the one question: what is your number one focus right now? If it is to get a deal, and I'm betting you money that that deal is here by just picking up the phone, why are you on social media looking at other people's pages and looking for inspiration? When if you go back to the basics, you have business here, you can use social media to leverage yourself and build a brand. If you're looking to build a brand, why are you showing buyers 1,000 homes before they're even thinking of being pre-qualified? Focus on your one thing of what you're looking to do, and just put the others to the side. If you're not spending, let's use the 80-20 rule, if you're not spending 80% of your time focusing on what your one goal is, what the heck's the point? Refocus and be very specific about what that focus is, and put your time and energy towards it. Question number 4, an interesting one. Revenue share, what is it? So in May, I'm looking to, much like carry on the video tutorial series in our private Facebook group where this is, we're also looking to do one about how to create a global real estate team. What revenue share is, and I actually want to put a content out this in the next couple of days. We talk about a pyramid. Anyone who is interested in sport or even just reads the BBC News app will know about the European Soccer League. They talk about the pyramid. They talk about the pyramid, how the rich get richer and they want to become elite and remove themselves from the competition. Real estate franchises, by which I've worked at Keller Williams, you can look at Century 21 here in the US, you can look at Allen Tate, you can look at any of the other bigger ones, Compass, they're all run by very successful people. And all the money, by which all the success of the agents, all the homes we sell, go to the owners and the top of that pyramid. What revenue share is effectively an inverted pyramid. Doesn't work very well with my arms, but the concept is, hey, Mr. Real Estate Agent, hey, Mrs. Estate Agent, you could sell as many homes through, know it's your own name, know it's your own brand. That's the most empowering thing in this industry. It's what I found since I joined EXP coming close to 3 years ago, if you can believe it. But also know you have an opportunity. You don't have to have your brick and mortar place in the ground on the main street. You don't have to have your broker and charge license here in the US. You have the opportunity to scale and grow. You can now partner with your cousins and those people you've been competing with in your market for years and years and years. You can partner together where you can both have your own autonomy and you can both make more money and you can do this thing together. Wouldn't you want to do it together? So what revenue share is, in a nutshell, is think about owning a franchise, owning your own company. It gives you, the agent, that exact same opportunity to partner, to grow, to scale, to collaborate anywhere in 15 countries and growing all the time here with EXP. It is something that is an opportunity I didn't join EXP for, but now is the reason that I am devoting most of my time now, not to home sales, but obviously to my family, number one, with a young family, but to supporting, helping, and getting business for each and every single one of you. I love personal branding more than anything else, and I think that's the most important thing we need in our business. So my time, 80% of my time, working time, is devoted to helping all of you. Revenue share is funding that opportunity, which is tremendous. And the last question brings back to what we were talking about before. What are you doing in the best market? This is the best market in many, many countries around the world. I know it's very difficult to fathom because we're still during a global pandemic. What are you doing? One thing you can't control is the timing. Timing naturally has just so happened to be in, I'm guessing, most, if not all of our markets, best timing to be a property expert, if you will. What you can control are your actions. The timing is an opportunity now to make more money, do more business than ever before. Take the bloody actions to do it. It comes back to, what's that one thing you want to do? What actions are you taking? You can look at others, you can look at leaderboards, you can compare yourself to everybody else. There's definitely never necessarily a need to reinvent the wheel, but please take some of those ideas, give them your own spin and do it yourself. You have programs out there like Canva where you can create incredible literature and pictures and moving images, sort of like a movie, more so like a GIF. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can do this for free. It's out there, Canva. You can create videos through the likes of InShot, As long as you get a plug-in microphone and watch a tutorial here in a series, you have all the tools in the world. You have Loop in the UK to prospect and get business through touting. Here in the US, you have a CRM, which is tremendous and will give you lead generation through social media. You have all the tools in the world, but one thing missing is the action you need to take. So, from the UK Auditorium, thank you for joining me. Have an exceptional day, and I hope to see you next Monday.